Tri-City Sports Now, I'm Marky Billson, and on the line like he is with me every 12:30 at Tuesday. You know, I was actually thinking here last week, boy, are we going to scrape the barrel trying to talk about Tennessee athletics? Are we going to talk about Tony Vitello, or what are we going to be doing here? We don't have that problem. In fact, I got to ask you this. Has there probably been any spring football game at Tennessee that has been less anticipated? I mean, we can say, hey, look, there's a glorified scrimmage. Who cares? Quentin Dormady starred, 2 years ago. How'd that work out for him? What does it all mean? I mean, I get that. But there just isn't that feel, because I don't know if there's ever been a time where it seems like basketball, when they could be getting about equal footing in the paper, when basketball is so much entranced over the fold than football at Tennessee. Can you remember any time like this when, and I'm not talking about basketball season, I'm saying when there are legitimate stories in both sports where, yeah, everyone is talking basketball and spring football is pushed to page 8.
And I mean, this is way back, but this is 2007. It specifically that year when Tennessee basketball had gone to the Sweet 16. That was the year they threw that 20-point lead to Ohio State to go to the Elite Eight. But that was happening when the Lady Vols were making a national championship run. And we were all kind of paying attention because we had started to hear rumors about Tyler Just wanting to transfer out of Iowa. Mm-hmm. And that's when I remember being a Knoxville at the time, and everybody was thinking, oh my God, this Tennessee team next year is be special with everybody coming back in basketball. But yeah, I don't remember, I had plans, just for my own site, I had all these planned out things to write covering spring football over the next 2 weeks, assuming that was going to be the coverage maybe that's the last weekend. I just haven't been able to do it because basketball news doesn't stop breaking right now.
Yeah. Well, first of all, so spring football is just, overrated. But, remember, Eli Wolf was a big player coming out of spring practice last year, that sort of thing. But we're talking to Calhoun, allfortennessee.com. I say it over and over and over again that I do think that in terms of journalists that cover Tennessee, right there, and this is heartfelt, Calhoun, right there at the top among them all. And so let's start with this. Rick Barnes, he was wooed by UCLA. Maybe surprisingly, he said last night, no, I think I'm going to stay at Tennessee. I got to tell you, Calhoun, I always thought, and a lot of national media thought, that Barnes to UCLA wasn't all that good of a fit. But why do you think that Barnes is now, in my opinion, coach for life at Tennessee and not new coach at UCLA today?
So I wrote yesterday, and I wrote that, I wrote the 10 different factors that could determine where Barnes goes, and there were so many different ways to be done. And one of the things that I thought was unique to Rick Barnes is, this area, East Tennessee, he's not from East Tennessee, he's from Michigan, but that's not far away. That area is very much home to him. And his wife's a Tennessee grad. It just seemed like he was a fit for Tennessee. And also, I thought, one of the things I kind of brought up yesterday, and, you and I talk about sometimes is Tennessee football, yesterday's program, or the Tennessee Lady Balls, and there's some truth to, the contract and the pay versus the expectations, but if anything, is yesterday's program when it comes to unfair pressure is UCLA basketball.
Good point.
Just left and right.
Good point. And, heck, they had Murray Bartow, their former coach's son, coaching the team this year. How did he get the job in the first place? Think about that.
Exactly.
Because he literally fell up to UCLA. This was a guy who 5 years ago couldn't cut it at ETSU. Then, as an interim coach, won one game at South Florida. He was in broadcasting, and all of a sudden he's the coach at UCLA. Yeah, it was as an interim coach, and it was half a year. And, I think that I heard one national sports talk show host speak of, I think it was Dan Patrick. They went to an interim coach, and I knew that he just couldn't remember Murray Bartow's name. It's Dan Patrick and all this. But still, yeah, that's a good point right there. And also, what I mentioned earlier today was that Barnes is going to be one of the biggest celebrities, if you will, in Knoxville, Tennessee, which might not be Los Angeles, but he's going